Hey guys, Kirsty here. I am ready to rock for the final time this week on Friday the 10th of January for our FAQ session. If you are serious about increasing your sales, we're talking doubling the amount you normally get. If you get 5 sales in a week, I want you to expect 10. If you get 2 sales a day, I want you to expect 4 every single day. You know what I'm saying? You might want to pay attention to this FAQ session. You might want to pay attention to how you can resolve things and what it is you can do to make sure that you're effective in how you're setting things up, for what you're doing in between, for how you're utilizing the training, for every resource that we give you, okay? If you guys are good with that, please drop the phrase "in it to win it" below right now. If you don't see the red light button in the corner, please drop the phrase "in it to win it" just the same as if you were live with us on the 10th of January here at 10 Eastern, okay? I'm going to pull it up here on my computer, make sure I can see your guys' comments, and then we're going to get rocking and rolling. Now, a moment ago, I started out with what, guys? A hook. We talked about how to hook people in, on Wednesday, the 8th. If you haven't watched that video from this group, from this training, you've got to actually go watch that. You start out with the hook, a person stops their scroll. I intentionally talk to people on the replay because I want them to engage like they were live, right? But it's also for them to engage on purpose. If I just started out like, hey, it's Kirsty and, stuff. If a person sees it's 20 minutes or 25 minutes, the training would be gone and they would scroll on past. Even if they had the priority, they want to be involved, they wouldn't if I didn't grab their attention. So I started out with the hook, 60 seconds ago. And I specifically said, if you want to double what you're doing right now, so if you get 5 sales a week, expect 10. If you get 2 sales a day, expect 4. That's literally doubling your income for what you're used to. And if you want in on that, you've got to drop the phrase "in it to win it." Okay? Let me see if I can pull this up so I don't miss anything from you all. Okay. And the push notification went out. Hopefully you guys can see that as well. Good morning, Jasper, Daniel, Nicholas, Heather, Celeste. Who else do we got in there? Bradley, Mary, Sim. Awesome. Good to have you guys. Okay, now what I want you to think about is a question that's like so on your mind because you need the help with something super specific in this business, okay? I want you to think of a question, and as you think of a question for things that we've talked about this week, whether that be short form video, that be the DM formula for how to communicate with leads, all of which is in your TFT training under the Vault section, okay? Or you think of something as far as like mindset, or you're having a hurdle with your account on this because it keeps doing that. Whatever it is, please drop a specific question below. Do not come on here and say, oh, I just really need help. That's not going to help me help you. That actually won't help me help you at all. I can't read your mind for what you actually need. I need you to be specific so that I can help you out specifically for what it is you're going through, for a thought you have, for a hurdle that you're coming up against, for something that we've talked about this week. And as you guys think of a question, I'm going to give you a rundown of my few commonly asked questions so that you can get your mind going and you can say, I actually ran into that. I do have a question on that, okay? Think about it for me and drop a question in the chat. And even if you're on the replay, if you're beyond the 10th of January, at 10 a.m. Eastern, you have a question, feel free to comment on this video, tag me. If I don't cover something inside this video or someone in the comment section does not ask what your thought is, okay? But the best thing you can do is be specific with your thought or question, be as specific as possible. And then also think about what we've talked about this week. What's a follow-up thought or idea or a question that you've had that you'd like resolved in this video today, okay? Gonna make sure that it's, okay, there we go. So, commonly asked question right from the get-go. So what is it I'm actually doing? Okay, we use the phrase business in a box all the time. I mean, rather it's more business in an app, right? A business in an app. What you opt into, the Elite Business Membership, the EBM, okay, for 20, 40, or $100, is what you turn around and sell. The TFT training shows you exactly how to sell that so that you get affiliate commissions, okay? It's a 70% commission on all affiliate sales in you selling the Elite Business Membership. So what you opt into, however you got into this business, 20, 40, $100, is what you're going to turn around and sell. generating yourself 70% commission. So on the high end, as we said a bunch of times this week, making $70 every hour, on the hour, multiple times a day, every single day. Hi, Deb. Good to see you. Sent you a DM yesterday, girl. Hope all is well. $70 commissions. You being able to generate $70 commissions on the hour, every single day, multiple times a day, right? Have that be an affirmation for yourself if you didn't catch that earlier this week when we talked about it. You make a 70% commission as an affiliate for the Elite Business Membership. That's it. What you bought, whoever got you here, you spent $99 for the business in a box. It gave you the automatic benefits of what the Elite membership is, the travel savings, the credit repair enhancement, and the debt elimination software, amongst a few of my favorites. And you sell the same thing. Now, don't be alarmed when you hear the word sell. Oh, I have to sell it? I have to like talk to people? Yes. And you're also not a salesperson in this business, because if you pay attention to everything you're going through inside of the TFT training, we do the selling and telling for you. Drop that in the chat right now. We do the selling and telling for you. You could even say TFT admins do the selling and telling for me. So I don't have to be the brightest crayon in the box. I don't have to know all the ins and outs. I can rely on their skill sets and their longevity and their know-how. All you have to do is actually utilize what's there. So what is there? How do you actually start setting things up? Domains. That's one of the biggest things I get questions about. And to be completely blunt with you, every single question that I get in regard to a domain, in regard to setting something up for your customized funnel that we do for you, that we pay for you, by the way. It's like $1,600 a month. We pay, you don't have to, so you can focus on what? Getting sales, $70 commissions on the hour, every hour, multiple times a day, every single day. We do all the technical side for you. We do the selling and telling for you. We handle the integration of email sequencing, capture pages, video sales letters, the presentations, the replays, the expirations, everything for you so that you can do one thing technical, which is $12 annually to a domain that we customize and tailor to you with your affiliate ID for the Elite Business Membership on the back end, so that you can be focused on profit and getting sales rather than paralyzing the technical side. You feel me? If that makes sense, drop a heart in the chat right now, okay? And when it comes to a domain, here's the most common questions that I get. I don't know what to do on my domain. Like, my domain's not available, okay? On your domain, actually, this is ironic. I have a person asking right now about a domain. Get on the live video. I'm talking about domains. Wow. Typos. But please come to TFT Facebook group and watch live right now. That is funny. So a domain, going back to it. Kayla, as soon as you are here, let me know in the chat. Kayla, as soon as you're here, let me know in the chat. Hopefully you heard that. Hopefully you got here fast. Kayla, let me know when you're in the chat, okay? In a domain, you're going to spend $12 annually so we can customize and tailor a funnel to you with your custom link. All you have to do is follow the training Daniel has laid out. And if you have additional thoughts after you watch his video for how to set up a domain, you can actually reference the FAQ button right underneath that video. That FAQ button covers every thought you probably have ever had about a domain. But if you're not utilizing the resource, the PDF, the doc underneath that video, you will be messaging me, asking me the questions of, what kind of domain do I do? Will I watch this? How do I set it up? It's not working, right? Daniel covers everything like that inside of that tutorial. If you guys are good with that and that makes sense so far, please drop the word tutorial in the chat. All right, drop the word tutorial in the chat for me. Lots of hearts coming in. I love that, Celeste. Good job. When you are in a domain, here's the biggest thing I want you to consider. Okay, I'm going to give you some humor for a second. There's a reason I don't use my name when I chose a domain. Why wouldn't I use my own name when I chose my domain? Why not? Drop it in the chat. Why would I use my own domain or my own name for my domain? that hooks to a customized funnel that does the selling and telling for me. So I don't have to be the guru. I don't have to be the selling and telling person, right? Why wouldn't I use my own name? Because no one knows how to spell my name, let alone pronounce it. When you choose a domain, so we can customize a funnel so that the video sales that are in that funnel can present the Elite Business Membership for you so that you can go get a $70 commission on the hour every hour, right? I don't use my own name because it's hard to spell. Exactly, Kylie. It's not remembered. People are like, Christy, Kirsty, Christina, what's her name? I have no idea. If I said go to workwithkirsty.com, everyone would spell it wrong, which means they're landing on the wrong link, which means they never actually go get the video sales letter. So when you're in your domain, biggest question I get, what kind of domain do I do? First, it's referenced in the FAQ below the domain setup section inside of TFT. It's got probably, I don't know, handful, a dozen, something like that. Examples of a domain that don't include your name. You don't have to do growwithjasper.com. You could do controlyourpaycheck.com. Mine that I do all the time that's located on my channel here on Facebook, beginyourbiz.com. And it goes to my own video sales that are on my YouTube channel. Okay? That's advanced. Don't think you have to do that. Just use our funnels, okay? And you want to use something that's not just easily spelled, but that's remembered and written. Okay? Here's a hack for you. You're not getting people going to your domain. You have a lot of engagement on your short form videos. Let's say no one's hitting your funnel. You're not getting leads in real time. You're not getting to chinks on your app. When someone hits your funnel, that's a benefit that we give. We have an app that gives you the lead in real time. Billy Bob, you know he hit your funnel because you get that lead and you can communicate with that lead, okay? If that's not happening, it's either A, because your short form video mastery is not on point yet, or B, they're making it to the end of the video and they don't know where to go because you did not make it convenient for them. Let's say my domain choice is controlyourpaycheck.com. Capitalize the C, capitalize the Y, capitalize the P. So it's easily readable on your video. If you're saying, go here now if you want in, controlyourpaycheck.com pops up on the screen. If that makes sense, drop the phrase makes sense for me, guys. Okay? Now, on top of that, for domains, no, you don't need the add-ons and the other things. Nope, it should be about 12 bucks at checkout. That's also referenced in the FAQ, literally underneath the domain setup section, second section inside of TFT. Right there where you're setting up the app as well. Does that make sense, guys? Drop a yes with a bunch of exclamation points. 1 exclamation point, 10 exclamation points. Make your yes stand out. Comment that in the chat right now for me. Okay? Jody, good to see you. Jody enrolled literally this week. And Jody is here. Congrats, Jody, for being here. Love that for you. So domains. Do you have any thoughts or questions about domains? Those are the couple questions I constantly get about domains. But what thoughts do you have live in the audience now if I did not cover something? Lots of yeses coming through. I love that, Kelsey. Good job. Good job. John, good to see you. John is new as well. Guess who's here? John. John Morris, awesome to have you. Any questions about domains? Let me know. Okay, what is the app used for? What's the app used for? The app is to have training on the go, to be able to make money wherever you are, eventually wherever you are in the world when we launch global here in a couple weeks. And the app is the convenience. Okay, let me be very clear. Some of you guys don't want to use it from your phone. Some of you are like, I can't do the training on my phone. I got to have it bigger. Cool. Whatever your sponsor sent you when you first began, go to that link for the training again. It's also located at the top of this group in the pinned announcements. You can't miss it. It's literally everywhere if you just look, okay? Go to it on a different device. Don't think you have to do it from the app. The app is convenient to get leads in real time, to have training on the go, to close sales literally in the first conversation like we talked about yesterday in the DM formula, the how to communicate with leads, right? And you can also access it on any type of device. You don't have to do it from your phone. It's just that's convenient if you want to do it on your phone, okay? Does that make sense? Ron Baker says, what's the easiest way to edit text on video templates and how? That's actually something that Daniel covers in the setup section. No, not the setup section, the start promoting section. When you're putting your accounts together. Lots of people use CapCut. 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 Lots of people just use TikTok as the platform to edit and do their videos. And if you watch one of those videos, you're like, no, that's not giving me exactly like exact detail for what I'm asking. Guess what? Google, which sounds stupid. Okay, hear me out. But if you were to Google exactly that, Ron, easiest way to edit text on videos, I would bet you have a hands-on tutorial on a YouTube channel that you could watch, and you'd be able to figure that out depending if you're using CapCut or TikTok or another platform. Those are the two that we mostly use. I will tell you, I personally have never done anything except TikTok, because I love editing on TikTok. It's easiest for me. It's straightforward. But then you have someone like Nicole O'Connor, shout out Nicole, who always uses CapCut, who does tons of faceless content. She's featured multiple times inside of the TFT training, inside of the vault from the TFT training, and all she does is use CapCut. So you got to find your lane, and you also have to think through, okay, if I have this question, let's say it's, midnight and my sponsor is dead asleep, my sponsor's not responding. What would you do if no one was there to promptly answer your question? It's okay to turn to Google. It's okay to say, I'm going to be incredibly resourceful because I want this business to work for me. Does that make sense? It's okay to be resourceful, which maybe for some of you is like, no, I just really need someone to hold my hand. And I agree with you. I was the exact same way when I first began in this space. And guess what? No one held my hand. I didn't even have the TikTok app. I didn't even have that on like my normal social media. I didn't even have the TikTok app on my phone. I promise you, if you want it bad enough, you will always find a way to figure out the questions that you have, the ideas that you have, how to execute them. And if you go in and you're like, I don't know how to do this, I would bet you, if you want it bad enough, you'll always find the resource that tells you what to do. And let me just be very, very clear. Every question I have ever gotten, from Ron's question a moment ago, to a domain setup section question, to literally anything we do, how to do something, hashtag sounds, literally anything, is inside the TFT training. I know that because I created it. I know that because when I started out 4 years ago, I didn't have the resources, the one-to-one help. I didn't even have the TikTok app myself, guys. I didn't know what the frick it was. I didn't know how to use it. Didn't know how I would apply it to my business. The formula that you get that we talked about on Wednesday, what's that formula, guys? 4 points, drop it in the chat. What's that formula? Hook, build up, present value, call to action. That is something I created in my own brain, okay? That was a concept that I noticed in my own videos that was working, and then I gave it to you guys. You literally have every single piece of what to do and how to do it inside the TFT training for what's made me 6 figures since I began. And I started out just like you, 0 following, 0 know-how, literally no help at all. The difference here is if you want it bad enough, you'll find the resource. You'll have the TFT training for forever. Replays like this always included at no extra cost. If that's good with you, just drop your favorite emoji in the chat right now for me. If you guys like that, drop your favorite emoji, okay? So Desiree asks, you mentioned 39 coupon in the webinar. What is that and where do we find it if we have a lead asking for it? Awesome question. So when you go into your back office, okay, which is your affiliateid.myecon.net. That's also located at the very top of your TFT training. It says back office login. You can't miss it, okay? When you log into your, let's see if I can open it up. Desiree, you're going to go to, you're going to go into your back office. You're going to go into the tab that says My Account. Yep. And you're going to go into the middle section that says Direct Enrollment Links. It's the bottom option in the center under the My Account tab. And it says direct enrollment links. We have the $19, which is FSM, okay? We have the FSM, that's your normal price, which is the $39 you're talking about. And then we have the Elite Business Membership, which is the EBM, that's $99. It has your exact link if you go into the direct enrollment links from your account tab after you log into the back office. If that's helpful, Desiree, let me know. On top of that, if you use the webinar replay video from your domain setup section, it's like the middle option, it says replay on it, okay? If you use that, here's a kicker for you in regard to domains and answering your question as well, Desiree. If you use that replay funnel video with your affiliate ID at the end, when a person goes and clicks the button to enroll, they're ready to get started in their business. Not only do they get the live replay from every Tuesday, so right now what's happening is the replay from Tuesday a few days ago from me, where I did the selling and telling for you, right? If you go like you're a lead, you go to your own capture page, you walk through it, you see that there's a video there. Let's say you watch the video. Let's say you did not attend live on Tuesday a few days ago. You want to know what the lead is seeing? Go to your own funnel, right? And if you go to your own funnel, you watch it, you can click the button below as if you're going to enroll like you're a lead, and you can see your name at the top. You can confirm that it's attached to your affiliate ID, that you set it up correctly. And in that webinar replay funnel, you'll see two options, the $99 and the $39. So you could send it to someone directly by doing what I just said, logging into your back office, going into the account tab, going into direct links tab. It's the one at the very bottom under that section, okay? You can send it to a person directly if you're following the how to communicate with leads portion, right? Which is in your TFT training under the vault. It's multiple places inside of TFT. And you can also rely on the webinar funnel, the middle one there under the domain setup section, if you want to capture someone who has the option for $39 and the option for $99. Desiree says, awesome, thank you, awesome. If that helps clear things up, let me know. I assume so based on your comment, but if you have another thought, please let me know. Check me out. Let's see. Let's see, did it kick? Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, another question I get. Can I run this faceless? Yes. Yes. I'm actually going to have to flip my phone around and show you exactly how you can 100% use this faceless. We cover that all the time in the live videos. Where we do the presenting for you and your leads. Okay? And I always get that question for some reason. It's like I need to unshare screen and like look very slowly and perk my voice up differently and be like, you can run this faceless, because everyone and their dog forgets. So let me show you. In the TFT training, when you go into the vault, which is the 6th section down, okay? When you go into the vaults, let's see if I can, right here, okay? You're in your TFT training. When you go into the vault right here, okay, I'm going to click access to the vault. It's going to open up literally everything you need ever inside of this, from captions to use to sounds to use, information about hashtags, the short form video mastery formula for your results, all of that. How to use faceless content. Here's a document for it. But look, here's a folder that says faceless. Did you know in the faceless section of the vault, ones that don't have wording on it, one that is just grab and go, little to no editing at all, wording examples. So the ones that don't have wording, you can use the wording here as examples for short form videos, what to say, what to type. You can grab one of these and it's already done for you. How many pieces of faceless content do we have in here, you guys? Over 1,000 pieces. Like if I were to literally count, I'd bet you it's closer to 1,200. Okay? So can I run this faceless? Yes, you can. Here's another thought or question that I get. Is it going to be successful faceless? Yeah. We wouldn't ever give you anything that's not proven to work. So if you want it to be where you're running it faceless, where your friends and family don't know, where you're starting out because you feel like you're too shy and you're not sure like how to do it all yet, you don't want to show your face on camera yet, you can run it completely faceless. You could have multiple accounts faceless, okay? Does that make sense, guys? Drop the word faceless if it does. Let me know. And yes, Sim, I believe there will be more than one level for global customers, but Daniel can quote me on that. We can talk to Ivy today, our CEO, and make sure. That's a great question. Let me actually tag Daniel. See Sim's question. Cool. Awesome, Shannon. Thank you for commenting. Now, what other questions do you guys have? Like, what other question do you have? Those are the main three that I get, even after a person has watched the tutorial. So I'm going to reiterate. Domains, okay, that's what we covered already. Hi, buddy. Domains we covered already. We have a special guest. You know this is live, right?
Live?
Yeah, there's lots of people watching right now. They can see you on camera. And now he's gonna dance. Is it too early for you? What are you doing? We talked about domains. We talked about how you can run this faceless. We talked about what the app is used for and the convenience of it. What else did we talk about? This week, we specifically discussed short form video, right? That was on Wednesday, the 8th. Go watch that video, that replay, if you want information about that. But also know that's located in the vault. The difference for the 8th compared to what you already have inside of TFT, which, by the way, has dozens of videos taught live that you can see the replay for, okay? For what to do on short form video, for pieces of content to clone, for how to master it, for what to say. Like literally there's typed out examples, hundreds worth for what to say. You should never wonder. You should never wonder. I don't know what to say in my video. Yeah, you do. You just have to look at what already is working. You'll never run out of content ideas, okay? And the more you do it, the more you're used to it, the more in flow you'll be for what people want to hear, for what makes them stop their scroll, etc. Yesterday, we talked about the DM formula, direct message formula for how to communicate with leads, close a sale in real time. Literally in the first conversation, that's what I crave for you. Tying it back to what I said at the very beginning of this video was expect to double the amount of sales you're getting if you're following what we talked about this week. You're getting 5 sales a week, expect 10. You're getting 2 sales a day, expect 4. That's literally doubling your income. You can't get that from your boss, get it here, okay? So looking at a couple questions. Let's see. Jasper says, what funnel do you think converts better, TFT or the replay funnel? Replay for sure. Because it's taught live, it's interactive, it's answering questions like I'm doing now. But you can always do whatever funnel. In fact, I would suggest, Jasper, if you haven't watched through the funnel options like you're a lead, if you've not gone to that yourself and watched it yourself, I'd recommend taking the time to watch it, seeing what you like best. Because if you don't know what the lead is seeing, kind of hard to decide which funnel to do. But yes, replay in my opinion for sure. Kayla says, what would be an example of a Facebook without using your name and face? Kylie, don't you have a faceless channel? Didn't you ask about this? I guess it's been a few months. Faceless digital income. What was it? Kylie, you have to remind me. I don't recall right now. Faceless digital income, something like that. Let me know. Oh, I don't remember. You can, just like a domain, okay? The domain video that Daniel goes over specifically gives an example of like, you could use grow with Kayla or start with Kayla, right? You guys familiar with that? Just drop the word yes in the chat, boost it into the algorithm for me. Even if you don't see the red light button in the corner, drop a yes if you know what I'm talking about. But you don't have to use your name, right? We covered that a few moments ago. Oh, it must be, who was it? Celeste? Someone's using digital, like digital income or something. Can't remember. Anyway, just like a domain, you don't have to use your name. You could do what the business is. Like example, the link under your domain setup section, it specifically gives you examples of like control your paycheck, have daily income.com, anything like that. Beginyourbiz.com, that's a big one that I use. That's one of my personal domains. Kayla, you don't have to use your name at all. It can, like, you can treat it like a domain. You can have it be, like Kylie said, faceless fortune. That's incredible. I like the play on F and F, and it's faceless. You're literally encompassing what the person's doing. It's what? Easily remembered, easily spelled, all the things, just like a domain. You could have your channel reflect that. My main TikTok channel that I'm focusing on right now is literally called one of my domains, beginyourbiz.com. It's not my name. It's literally my domain. So if I comment on something, they're seeing beginyourbiz.com commented. Does that make sense? Let me know if that's helpful, Kayla. When is a good time to post? Candace Walker, I want you to toss that question, and I want you to never think about it or worry about it again. Why? Because social media is global. It does not matter when you post. It matters what you're posting and if you're following the formula. Does that make sense? Now, a hack for when to post, to make it so that you're consistent, to make it so that you don't forget, to make it so that you have consistent leads, all of that is for you to compound when you post on something you're already doing. You're going to brush your teeth every single morning, post a video. You're going to put your kids down for a nap at noon, post a video. You're going to cook dinner and wait for the laundry and whatever, post a video on something you always do anyway. Does that make sense, guys? Compound something you already do in your day with posting. And then you'll always post, you'll always have leads, you'll always have sales, you'll double your income, you'll have a Friday paycheck that's always increasing. But don't worry about what time to post, because the social media platforms are global. And when we launch global here in a couple weeks, that really, really won't matter. But let me just tell you, Sim, who keeps commenting, feel free to tag her, Sim, S-I-M. She's in Canada, and she is in TFT based on our international offer. She's been around for a couple years now. And she found my stuff, and she's in Canada. I wasn't worried about what time to post. I was worrying about what I was posting and if it would help someone like Sim, not my next door neighbor here in Colorado. Focus on that. Don't focus on the time. The follow-up process is automated with emails. Yep, Sean, sure is. Sean Lewis, if you're still here, drop a yes, because I just barely saw your question that you posted 4 minutes ago. John says, have you tested, is it better to use the regular presentation or the live replay like what we're doing now? Do you mean the replay, like your options in your domain setup section? Yes, I would always use the live replay. I'd get butts and seats if someone can attend live on a Tuesday night at 8 p.m., which we talked about on Tuesday, so be sure to reference that training if you need. And then I'd utilize the replay. That would be my suggestion. Why? Because I use that for my own channel, for my own YouTube, and I have hundreds of leads per week, per day sometimes. That works way better. It's personalized, it's connecting, it gives enough detail, okay? That is not to say that the video sales letters, the fun edited ones, don't convert. But if you want to have a super personalized feature, super personalized communication, use the webinar replay. It's automatically updated for you. You guys don't have to do anything. Once your domain and setup section is already done and locked and loaded, it's good to go. We just update it for you. We email for you. Automation, all of that, okay? Where do we get the current replay? So the current replay, even like I DM'd you the other day, John, that's in the setup section for your domain. It's the middle one. It says replay on it. Let's see, just making sure I didn't miss any comments here. Oh, Celeste. So here's an example for you, Kayla. Celeste does Passive Income Haven. Passive Income Haven. That's another example for you for a faceless channel. Okay, John, I got your comment again. Hopefully you heard my answer. Let me know if that's helpful. What other thoughts, questions, guys? I'm going to stay on for a couple more minutes. We've gone for about 35, so I want to wrap it up here soon. What other questions do you have for me? What other questions do you have for me? Thank you, Shannon, for commenting. I appreciate that. One of the biggest things I want you to take away is entrepreneurship is all about mindset. This is not a microwave. This is not a lottery ticket. This is not where you sit around and you're lazy and you're like, ugh, where's my results? Like, are you controlling your paycheck? We want you to control your paycheck. So Shannon, a moment ago when she says double my sales, guys, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, Shannon Carlson, shout out to you. She literally got 4 or 5 sales yesterday. Yesterday alone. Shout out to Shannon Carlson. If she were to do that, if you were to do that, all of you guys watching this video right now, even if you're not live with me, you don't see the red light button in the corner, listen up. If you were to get 5 sales a day, and that's $70 per, that's $350 a day, that's over $10,000 a month. Could you go to your boss right now and get that? No, you cannot. But can you get that here with TFT? Yes, you can. So here's a tip on mindset, what it comes down to. It's not about the domain. It's not what funnel you use. It's not, oh, I don't know how to do videos and I'm not sure, whatever. It's all about your mindset and this phrase here. Other people's opinions do not pay your bills. That's what it's about. I don't know what to post because people will judge me. They're judging you anyway. Who cares? They already have a perception of you. Who cares? Well, I have never made money online, so I don't know how this will be different. Are you going to be different? You have to show up differently in order to get different results. Kylie Flowers used to say all the time, even still today, nothing changes if nothing changes. Shout out to Kylie Flowers. Flowers like the one you smell, okay? Tag her. Nothing changes if nothing changes. If you don't change what's going on in here, you will not get different physical results down here. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Drop that in the chat. That quote, other people's opinions do not pay my bills. Other people's opinions do not pay my bills. Why are you so focused about other people and what they think or what they don't think? Do you have proof? At the end of your life, are you going to be like, oh, I'm so glad I didn't post because my Aunt Barbara just would have judged me so hard? You're really going to think that? No, you're not. Who cares? No one cares. You should see the type of crazy cutting messages I get. Swear words. You're weird. Why are you doing this? I get that crap all the time. And if I had relied on other people's opinions to pay my bills, I would not be here right now. I would not have created TFT. I would not be giving you live training. We wouldn't have an app for anything. We wouldn't even have a logo or a brand, you guys. All those things came from here because I decided to not worry about what people thought. And I decided to embrace, exactly, Kylie, nothing changes if nothing changes. Nothing changes if nothing changes. The person who's judging you is already judging you. They aren't going to judge you any differently. They already have a perception of you. Does that make sense, guys? Okay. Any other thoughts or questions before I wrap up? Heather says, you're scamming people out of money all the time. Drop them like it's hot. Who the freak cares? Bye. Bye. Someone thinks someone's scamming someone? Really? No, a lot of times people think something is a scam, not based on it actually being a scam or a money circle or no product being sold and somehow they're making money. That's a scam, my dear, right? When someone thinks something is a scam, it's because they enrolled, they spent money, no matter how much it was, they didn't get results, so they blame the person. That's called victim mentality. That's not someone you want to work with anyway. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Put your glasses on. This kid gets away with so much. You want to know why? You see these right here?
Yeah.
His dimples. It's horrible. Broke mentality, exactly. Bye. Drop them like it's hot. Who cares? See ya.
Cool. Not cool.
Let's see. Did I miss any other questions? I don't think so. I don't see any other questions. Okay, let me know if you guys have any other thoughts. I'm going to stay on for a few more seconds and then we're going to wrap up this video. You can always catch the replay inside of the TFT Facebook group as well as Daniel's channel on his playlist. Okay, go out, bub. I love you. Goodbye. Go get dressed for school. Go get dressed for school. Hurry. You know this is live, right?
Who's it? Who's that?
This is my team. All the people getting sales. My girl Shannon,
Who's
she got
Shannon?
5 sales yesterday. 5 sales. Okay,
How many sales do you have?
Bye. Bye. My lantern. Let's see. I keep on getting people trying to scam me. I just block them. Brad, who cares? Who cares? That doesn't pertain here. They're trying to scam you. You need to hone in who you're talking to. I'm just saying. Okay. I don't see any other questions coming through. I hope this was valuable for you guys. If it was, please put a like on this video. Drop exactly what you learned. For those on the replay, if you don't see the red light button, if you have a thought or question, something that I did not cover, something that is weighing on your mind or whatever that's not answered inside of the TFT training, please drop that in the comments below. Tag me if I don't respond back the same day, because I always do. Tag me so I see the notification, okay, if you're seeing this beyond the 10th at 10 a.m. Eastern, okay? Other people's opinions don't pay your bills. Have your domain be easily readable, spelled, and remembered. The app is for training on the go. You can log in on any device, though, for the training, for all of that. Don't worry about it, okay? You don't have to use the mobile phone. It's just the convenience of it. Short form video mastery, please focus on that. Please master that. That's the preface, that's the precursor, that's the first impression for why someone stops their scroll and wants to communicate with you, and how you can be like Shannon, closing 5 sales in a day, okay? I want that for you. I want you to be able to double the amount that you're doing with little to no more effort. You can't get it from your boss, so do it here. Do not give up on yourself. Keep it going, keep it going. Because your future self will thank you if you decide you're made for more. Drop that in the chat. I am made for more. Because you are. And once you actually know that, there will be nothing stopping you. Even if it took you 5 months to get to 3 sales a day. Guys, 3 sales a day is over $6,000 a month. You can't go ask your boss. You can't go ask your boss for a $6,000 raise every single month without more time away from family, more hours clocked, more stress, more of the things you don't love, right? But you can and will create it here if you decide, like Gary just commented, I am made for more, okay? Know that, embrace it, go act like it, go get 5 sales in a day. Love it. All right, guys, we will see you on the inside. Next week, we're going to have Daniel back. He's going to rock it out with you for all the trainings that we always do every single week, 10 a.m. Eastern. Make sure to catch the replay. Watch this video again if you need to. Hope it was helpful for you. If it was, drop a like, and we'll see you guys on the inside. Thank you for coming on. Bye now.